If you wish to marry into our family, you must understand that it requires a significant amount of effort on your part, especially considering you carry the baggage of being from a single-parent household. You do understand that, don't you?
Forgive me, are you Robert's father? I believe there might be a slight misunderstanding about my background.
Yes, I am. I got your number from Robert and made the effort to contact you myself. Today's meeting was entirely a waste of my time, a complete waste. My precious only son told me he found someone he wanted to marry and was bringing his chosen bride to meet me. I was looking forward to it, but then I heard the story, and it turns out you're from a single-parent home.
I thought the atmosphere shifted when I mentioned my upbringing, but I never imagined my being raised by a single mother would be the cause of your disapproval. Is that truly the reason?
What else could it be? A single-parent household by its very nature is a poor household, unlike an elite family such as ours. Are you some kind of gold digger? A poor person trying to worm your way into Robert's life, aiming for our family's wealth? Is that what you're plotting?
I was indeed raised by a single mother, but I assure you, I have never felt deprived. My mother was dedicated to her work, meticulous with her home, and she ensured I graduated from university with honors. I want to make it unequivocally clear that we are not, nor have we ever been, poor. We are comfortable, self-sufficient, and proud.
Graduating from university is a given. It's the bare minimum. What are you trying to prove with that? What I want to know is, are you a poor person attempting to cozy up to Robert, trying to become a trophy wife and claim our family's assets? Is that your hidden agenda? Don't deny it. I can see right through you.
Plotting? Me? I assure you, such a thought has never crossed my mind. What would I possibly gain by plotting against a family I wish to join? I simply wish to marry Robert because I love him and we share a future together. That is all.
If you truly wish to marry my son, if you truly desire to become part of this family, then I have conditions.
Conditions? What kind of conditions? I have to say that I don't think I have ever once heard of a family imposing conditions to fulfill before two people can get married. Honestly, I thought asking the parents' permission was more of a formality.
Truthfully, I'd prefer to oppose this relationship entirely. But if you're so determined to become a bride in our family, then you will come to our house starting next week.
What do you mean by that? What exactly are you proposing?
I mean you will commute and work as a housekeeper.
A housekeeper? Are you serious? I mean, what in the world makes you think that something like that is appropriate to ask of the woman who wants to marry your son? Do you realize what you're even asking of me with that?
I will meticulously observe whether you are truly suitable to marry into our family. I will judge you on your cooking, your laundry, your cleaning, and your attentiveness to the needs of our family members. There are countless points I will scrutinize before making my final decision. Every single detail of your performance will be noted.
Commuting would be impossible. As you know, both Robert and I live about 2 hours away by train from your residence. I work full-time. My schedule simply doesn't allow for such an arrangement. It's an unreasonable request, frankly.
I am giving you a chance to marry my son! A chance you do not deserve by setting these conditions! If you cannot meet them, then I will not permit the marriage! Is that what you're asking? Is that your stance? Because if so, you're making a grave mistake!
Are you saying that my acceptance of your conditions will determine whether you grant your permission for us to marry? And if I cannot fulfill these specific demands, the marriage is off? Because if that is the case, then I think that is just completely out of pocket and entirely inappropriate. I mean, really, I have never, ever heard of any future father-in-law treating their future daughter-in-law like this. This is just absurd.
That depends on your approach, doesn't it? By the way, there are other conditions as well. Many more.
Aside from commuting and working as a housekeeper, there are more conditions? What else could you possibly demand?
1 year. In 1 year, you must acquire enough medical knowledge to be a suitable wife. Someone who wouldn't embarrass us anywhere. You must be well versed in medical terminology, procedures, and the latest research. You need to be able to converse intelligently with any medical professional.
Why medical knowledge? I'm not a doctor. I don't understand why I should have to learn medicine just to marry your son. He has his career, and I will have my career, and I think it's perfectly fine if we're our own separate people.
You are aware, aren't you, that our family comes from a long line of doctors? I am a doctor, my wife is a doctor, and our eldest son is a doctor. His wife is a nurse, and Robert, your fiancé, works with medical equipment. You knew all of this, didn't you?
Yes, I am aware of your esteemed family's medical background. I respect it greatly.
Our youngest daughter works in pharmaceuticals, and her current boyfriend, I believe, is also a doctor. Everyone in our family has medical knowledge. Therefore, as a bride marrying into our family, you simply cannot manage without medical knowledge. It's essential for fitting in and contributing to our conversations and understanding our lives. You would be completely out of place.
And are there still more conditions? What else could there possibly be? I mean, really, don't you already see how inappropriate it is to be making these kinds of demands of me? I just have never ever heard of someone treating another person like this. I'm not some servant or some new hire. I'm the woman who wants to marry your son. Can't you see that?
Yes, there are still more. You must learn the manners appropriate for our busy household and eradicate any trace of your single-parent upbringing. Your table manners and your general demeanor. A poor person is easily identified by those. It would be an absolute disaster if anyone found out that our family's new bride was from a poor background. It would stain our reputation.
But I am not poor, and my mother instilled excellent manners in me. I believe I conduct myself with proper decorum.
Lies! From observing your dining habits today, I could smell the stench of a poor person all over you. It was quite obvious to me.
I don't believe my manners were incorrect at all, actually. I was very careful. My mother always taught me to be polite, but she made sure to teach me not to take that too far and just let people walk all over me either.
And finally, you will cut all ties with your mother. You will not invite her to the wedding. She will have no part in your new life.
Wait a minute. You can't be serious. My mother? Cut ties? That's truly too much. That's unacceptable.
A wedding without both parents present is essentially announcing to the world that you're from a single-parent household, isn't it? It's like a public declaration of your unfortunate upbringing. We will arrange stand-in parents for you if necessary. This is a condition.
There will likely be more conditions in the future, all of which will be dependent on you. Whether you accept these conditions or not, that's entirely up to you. You should think very carefully about your decision. That is, if you truly wish to marry my son. Thank you for today, Robert. I just got home.
You too, love. Thanks for coming to meet my folks. It was good to get it out of the way. I'm just outside your apartment now. We need to start looking for a new place to live together soon, don't we? We want to move in before the wedding, right?
By the way, Robert, did you give your father my phone number?
Yeah, I did. Why? Did he call you? What happened? Is something wrong?
I was debating whether to tell you this, Robert, but it seems our marriage won't be as smooth as we hoped. Just take a look at this.
What is this? This is the conversation with my dad? Yeah, that sounds just like him.
I honestly didn't expect him to put conditions on our marriage. I mean, I'm shocked. And to be honest, I can't agree to these conditions. It's just too much.
You can't? Why not? I thought you'd be upset, but are you saying you don't agree with my father?
Why not? What do you mean, why not? He wants me to commute to their house and to be a housekeeper starting next week. That's impossible. It's completely unreasonable.
You think it's impossible? Dad just wants to test your love, Alice. He wants to see how much you're willing to do for me, for us, to show your dedication.
Test my love? It feels more like he's throwing impossible demands at me to prevent our marriage from happening at all. Or what, Robert? Are you implying that I don't want to marry you? Is that what this means to you?
Why would you say that? Of course you want to marry me, don't you? Because if you can't even agree to these simple conditions, then it makes me wonder if you truly want to be my wife.
Simple conditions? You call them simple conditions? Becoming a housekeeper, learning a full medical degree in a single year, and cutting ties with my mother, the woman who raised me and sacrificed everything for me? Those are not simple conditions, Robert. They are impossible. They are cruel.
What's the big deal? You're marrying into our family, your last name will change, so what's the issue? And medical knowledge, it's not like it'll hurt you to have it. It's true that everyone in my family works in the medical field. Even I, though I'm not a doctor, have medical knowledge from working in medical equipment development. It's just fitting in, Alice. It's just being part of our world.
Wait, even if I marry you and take your last name, my mother won't change. She'll still be my mother. Are you actually implying that you won't care for my mother once we're married? That you'll just abandon her? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that. Dad just means he wants to have a conversation with your mother. And since your last name will change, it's natural that your position would also change, even if just a little. And the housekeeper thing, that's just a test of your domestic skills. If you're lacking, Mom can teach you. It's like bridal training, that's all. What's the big deal?
Bridal training? I don't mind bridal training in principle, but starting next week, every day, commuting 2 hours each way as a housekeeper? That's impossible. That's what I'm saying. It's a completely unrealistic demand.
It's not that impossible. It's not that big of a deal. You're making a mountain out of a molehill, Alice. You're just being dramatic.
You're kidding me, right, Robert? You actually think like that too? You truly believe these are not big deals?
If you want to marry me, you have to put in this much effort. It's the least you can do.
Effort? Is that what you call it? It's not about effort, it's about fundamental respect. The fact that I'm from a single-parent household is true, and the fact that I don't work in the medical field is also true. If you want to marry into our family, a family of doctors, then you should just accept these things. These are my circumstances. You should accept me for who I am.
Accept you? I'm already accepting you. I came to your house to pick you up today, and I drove you all the way home. I'm an amazing boyfriend, aren't I? I'm being perfectly reasonable.
Robert, I have one question for you. Do you look down on single-parent households? Do you believe that I, having been raised in a single-parent household, am somehow beneath you?
It's not about your mother personally or anything like that, but it's a fact that you grew up in an incomplete family. So it's only natural that you'd be inferior to me, someone who grew up in a perfect family like ours. It's just the way it is, Alice. You can't change your past.
Inferior? Did you really just say that? I mean, I don't even know how I am supposed to be responding to something like that. But if you think that using that kind of language is remotely appropriate, then I think you really need to learn some manners.
Oh, but don't worry, Alice. Even though you're inferior, I'm still going to marry you. I'm a good guy, see? And I'll even subtly tell my dad not to be so mean to his new daughter-in-law. How's that, see? I'm on your side.
I need some time to think about this, Robert. About our future. Everything.
Thinking won't get you anywhere, Alice. It's not gonna lead to a good answer. You should be using your brain to figure out how many of Dad's conditions you can accept and how you can maximize your efforts to meet them. That's what you should be focusing on.
Well, gotta go now. Talk later.
So, this is your answer, is it? The fact that you didn't come here as a housekeeper means you're refusing my conditions. Am I right?
As I mentioned before, I have a job, and a 2-hour commute each way every day would be impossible. And regarding your other conditions, they are simply unacceptable, especially the matter concerning my mother. I will not cut ties with her.
That was the most important condition. You had a chance and you threw it away. What a regrettable woman you are. It's just as I thought. People raised in single-parent homes are just too spoiled and weak. You can't even manage the condition of working as a housekeeper, and you can't cut ties with your mother. It's clear an elite son and a poor person simply aren't compatible. My son's engagement is hereby cancelled!
Excuse me, what are you talking about? I am Amelia Davies, Alice's mother. Your son visited our home recently to propose marriage, and I believed my daughter would find happiness. I even expressed my wishes for my daughter's happiness and bowed my head to him, but it seems I was gravely mistaken.
Her mother? A poor mother? Your presence here changes nothing. Our decision stands. Our son is not marrying into a family like yours. Besides, this relationship was a mistake from the beginning, let alone the engagement.
Our social standing is clearly too different for us to ever truly align. It appears our ways of thinking, everything, are completely different. I have fully understood your stance and your son's stance. Therefore, I am formally terminating the engagement.
What? You're terminating it? You're not suitable for my son! My son is too good for your daughter!
On the contrary, your son is far too beneath my daughter. And furthermore, I would like you to promise that Robert will not approach my daughter ever again.
How dare you!
I anticipated you would say that. That's why I've already revoked it.
Revoked what? What are you talking about?
Oh, you weren't aware? Your son, Robert, was scheduled to transfer from his current medical equipment company to my company.
Transferring to your company? What?
Yes, my company offers twice the salary of his current position, you see. I apologize for the delay in introducing myself properly. I am Amelia Davies, CEO of Evergreen Medical Solutions, a leading medical equipment specialist.
CEO? You're a CEO? That's impossible! A poor single-parent household? You said you were just some single mother!
Did my daughter ever say that? Did she ever imply that we were poor in any of our past communications? From our previous conversations, my daughter made it abundantly clear that she was raised without any hardship. She told you we were comfortable. Did you choose to simply ignore that, or did you make assumptions based on your own prejudices?
Evergreen Medical Solutions? Isn't that a nationally renowned medical equipment manufacturer? The CEO of that company? And that woman is her mother?
That's right. That's the company that I am the CEO of. But regardless, the engagement has been broken. And as for Robert, as promised, he will no longer be involved with my daughter. So it seems our paths will not cross again.
I apologize for making contact so abruptly and for airing my grievances via text message. I understand it's considered very ill-mannered to express oneself in such a way. However, I merely followed your own methods of communication, didn't I? So please do not take offense. Now, if you'll excuse me.
What happened, Alice? What's all this about my job offer being canceled and breaking off your engagement? Why? Why did this happen? Why, Alice? Tell me. I don't understand.
Robert, do you really not understand? This isn't just about your father.
It's not, but it's his fault. If it's about Dad, then it's his problem, not ours. We could just ignore him once we were married, couldn't we?
It's not just your father, Robert. Regarding your job offer being canceled, my mother made that decision because your father told her not to involve herself with us. She took his words very literally. But the final nail in the coffin, the reason I decided to break off the engagement, that was you.
Me? Why me? I didn't set any conditions for our marriage. I didn't say anything like that. It was Dad.
Your father imposed those outrageous, impossible conditions for our marriage, and yet, instead of standing by me, instead of supporting me, you simply said it's not that big of a deal. You said it was not that big of a deal that I was told to commute 2 hours each way every day to be a housekeeper. You said it was not that big of a deal that I was told to acquire 6 years of medical knowledge in just 1 year. And most importantly, you said it was not that big of a deal that I was told to cut ties with my precious mother, the woman who raised me alone and gave me everything. You told me I should just accept it.
You should have just pretended to go along with it. That would have satisfied Dad. That's all he wanted, just a show.
And how would that satisfy me, Robert? How would that satisfy my mother? What good would it do to satisfy someone who looks down on me and my mother? You said nothing to your father, did you? You just stood by while he insulted me and my mother. You just let it happen. That's when I understood.
Understood what? What did you understand?
I understood that no matter what happens, you would never be on my side. I understood that even if more conditions were added in the future, you wouldn't do anything to help me. How could I ever believe we could function as a married couple like that, Robert? That's not a partnership. That's just me enduring. It's good that we're ending it now, so early in our engagement. We hadn't signed anything for the wedding venue, the new house, or the honeymoon. Thank goodness! It would have been incredibly messy if money had become involved.
Wait a minute. I don't agree to this. I'm not accepting this. And anyway, the only reason I even decided to marry you was because I thought your mother was the CEO of a medical company. I thought it would make things easier for me. So, breaking off the engagement and losing my job offer now? What was the point of me dating you all this time? What a waste!
Oh, I see. So it wasn't me who was the gold digger, was it? It was you.
Just do something about my job offer being canceled! Please, Alice, you have to help me!
My mother always says that our company doesn't need people who look away from the core problem when things get tough. She also says that a company dealing with medical equipment has no place for irresponsible individuals.
What am I gonna do? I already submitted my resignation to my old company telling them I was transferring! I'm gonna be unemployed!
You knew my mother was a CEO, didn't you? And yet you didn't help me when your father told me to cut ties with her. That's your mistake, Robert. Goodbye.
Alice, please, considering all the rude things I've said and done, could you perhaps reconsider breaking off the engagement just for a little while?
What on earth do you mean, suddenly doing a complete U-turn like this? The engagement is already broken. I don't believe we'll have any further dealings, Mr. Peterson.
I've been removed from the promotion race at the hospital! My career is over!
The promotion race? What happened?
I made my subordinate doctors and residents write numerous research papers, and I published them all under my name! I finally managed to get my name on the list for the internal promotion race, and just when I thought my career was taking off, I was demoted! And the chief of staff even gave me a formal reprimand! This is a complete nightmare!
So stories about doctors forcing others to write papers and then taking credit for them, they actually happen in real life? I'm surprised you haven't been sued already. How did you manage to get away with it for so long?
The hospital has a strict hierarchy, you see. That's how it is in the medical world. It's exactly like something out of a drama. My son lost his job offer and is unemployed. He's blaming me. And my wife is already writing me off. She's talking about dividing our assets and getting a divorce while she still can. How did this happen? All because I opposed my son's marriage? How could this possibly happen?
Your wife probably had a lot of pent-up resentment, Mr. Peterson. As for your career, I can't comment on the specifics. However, my mother is quite good friends with the chief of staff at your hospital.
What? Your mother?
My mother actually studied medicine at university, but during her residency, she became more interested in medical equipment than becoming a doctor, so she took over my grandfather's company. And apparently, her friend from medical school is your current chief of staff.
I never heard anything about that!
Well, perhaps your friend, the chief of staff, told my mother everything when she heard about your behavior, didn't she? Your condescending attitude, your absurd conditions for marrying someone based on their upbringing? Especially since the current chief of staff's policy is to create a system where everyone receives equal medical care. They believe in equality. Someone like you, who looks down on others based solely on their background, goes against their policy. They could have fired you immediately, couldn't they? Yet, they merely reprimanded you and are guiding you? That's a truly kind chief of staff, especially since the reprimand was given by someone much younger than you. And it was all your fault anyway.
No, this can't be happening. I'm supposed to be in charge. I'm supposed to control everything. How did it all come to this? I don't understand.
That has nothing to do with me, Mr. Peterson. So, if you'll excuse me. After the engagement was broken, Robert began his job search. However, news of his revoked job offer from Alice's mother's company, a major player in the medical equipment industry, spread like wildfire. The rumor mill painted him as a risky individual and unreliable, making it incredibly difficult for him to secure a position with any reputable company. He struggled to find employment, consistently being rejected by the companies he had hoped to join. His once promising career path now lay in tatters. A direct consequence of his arrogance and lack of loyalty. Meanwhile, Robert's father, Mr. Peterson, found himself in an even more dire situation. Having been demoted from his coveted position in the hospital's promotion race, his troubles compounded. His former subordinates, emboldened by his fall from grace, collectively came forward to expose him. They revealed that numerous research papers published under his name were, in fact, ghostwritten by them, a blatant act of academic fraud. This widespread accusation further jeopardized his career, pushing him into an even deeper crisis. It was clear that it was only a matter of time before the chief of staff, already aware of his unethical practices, would take further, more drastic action. The once proud Peterson family, once synonymous with prestige and success, crumbled under the weight of their own hubris and prejudice.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.